Okay, in our 126-pound final, we'll pit top seed Mackenzy Brennan from Old Bridge against third seed Aniyah Garcia from St. Thomas Aquinas. Brennan is a sophomore coming into the tournament with a 17-1 record on the season, 30-12 in her career, a returning third-place GMC champion. And Garcia is a sophomore with a 12-7 record. It looks like that says what, 20-20 on the career?
25-20
on the career.
I tell you what, Carlos, I'm reading over these bios. I really like to see what Amira Garcia wrote. She said the most influential people in her life are her parents. You'd like to hear that.
So do I. As a father, that's all that we can hope for. Our match at 126 is being officiated by Rocco Pedicano and assisted by Tim Flynn. Our 126-pound weight class is sponsored by Ivy Masters Learning Center, owned by Old Bridge Wrestling alum and three-time GMC champ Paul Pashoka. Ivy Masters devoted to helping students improve their SAT and ACT scores. You can visit them at ivymasters.com. But yeah, getting back to what you're saying, Ann, I was reffing here Friday night. My daughter came to watch her friends, and when I was on breaks, and you probably saw, no, you weren't here Friday night, but she came, she found me, sat next to me, we talked the entire time, and I told her, it makes me happy that we hang out and we're here hanging out, and she told me in so many words that I was silly. It wasn't the word silly, but they don't understand how much it means to us. You're right.
Shot by Brennan. She's trying to finish a double leg, but Garcia has a little bit of a whizzer in, defending it with the whizzer. The whizzer's working right now.
She's holding on to it. 3 seconds left.
Yeah. Period ends.
Tell you what, though, when you saw the difference, Ant, Garcia started it off defending the shot with a good sprawl. She went to her knees, and that's when she got sucked in, almost gave up the takedown. And that's something that we've preached when we've been coaching at whatever level it is, that the coaches, off your knees. So
Brennan takes down beginning second period. Tripod stand up.
Garcia's got a half in trying to run it. She's got to break her down first. So now she has to get her down before she gets hit for a stall.
Make an attempt to bring her down.
So Garcia did get warned for the stall. Brennan got the escape, goes in on a shot. Brennan's up 1-0 with a minute and a half left. And there you go. So in Rocco's opinion, she was sitting there behind. She was not making an attempt to get her down, and that was your stall call.
Back to what you were saying about your daughter, you have a great relationship with your daughter because of the time you invest on the road, taking her to different places. I, too, lived that life prior to you, spent countless hours on the road, and all you're trying to do is support them and be there for them. So, point being, love to see all these parents in the stands and be here for your kids because it's so important that they're just here to support the ups and the downs, the struggles and, their maturity as they're high school athletes. There's a lot of emotions that go on, and having the support from home is important.
Yep, absolutely. So Brennan went in on a half a shot. Garcia tried to snap her down, almost had it, then she stopped. Brennan got in on yet another shot. They went out of bounds. But you're absolutely right, Ant. And it's easy when your child's winning to be there and everything. But what's more important, or most important, is to help them learn how to deal with the adversity that comes with any competitive sport, especially wrestling that's one-on-one. So it's great to see all the parents here. It's great to see a lot of these girls in their bios putting that their most influential people are the parents. And whether it's their parents or their coaches, it's good to know that they have a great support system. Right, exactly.
Where these life lessons pay dividends is later in life when they lose a client or a job bid doesn't go their way and they learn how to deal with that adversity, those lessons start here.
Okay, so we end the second period with Mackenzy Brennan up 1-0. So did Garcia just take top?
I think I was talking, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Got a reversal now.
She got reversed. So it's 3-0. Mackenzy Brennan with about 1:40 left in the third period. We got a potentially dangerous there.
Potentially dangerous because shoulder was in a compromised position.
Yeah, that looked like that Blair rod we talk about. It came out from underneath the body being ridden up.
It's funny you mention that. I want to start talking about that, especially with the high school federation. We need to have something put in the rule book specifically telling us how to address that Blair ride. Because if you do it properly, you can't do nothing off bottom. And you can be out to the side, and you have the kid, the defensive wrestler, pinned to the mat, and there's nothing he can do.
I mean, that was a selling point when Soriano was showing it in those videos, right?
Sure. So I think as a community, we need to, and the rules committee, address it and put a time frame on it. Like you get 15, 20 seconds to ride it, and then the first one's a stalemate. And then if you go back to it, maybe a stall call. But the rules committee's not there with it.
Well, Brennan's just gone on an offensive barrage here. She's going side to side. She's trying to work a bar. Now it looks like she's good for a half. But I got to tell you, Garcia's fighting it off, trying to get up as best she can. But it looks like she's getting a little overpowered.
Yeah, Brennan is just dominating.
Yeah, she's kicked it into gear in this third period.
Yeah, she's imposing her will that she's not letting her up. She stays in this position for another 20 seconds, she's going to be a GMC champion.
Yep. Yeah, great job. Great job by both of the wrestlers. Garcia not giving up, fighting as tough as she could, and Brennan just kicking it into overdrive. Your 2025 126-pound GMC champ from Old Bridge, Mackenzy Brennan.
Your winner at 126 pounds by a decision of 3-0, Mackenzy Brennan from Old Bridge High School.